You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Tuesday to you, sir.
And you know, it's not just any Tuesday, John and Heidi.
No, it's not.
And this is right up your alley, John. Maybe, sort of. I don't know. It happens to be National Tell a Joke Day.
Yeah.
Now, there's a seismic difference between just saying funny stuff and telling jokes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, jokes are short little stories, beginning, middle, quick end. Is anybody laughing?
That's what I've been doing.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
Mine never end.
Yeah, for instance, I'm not a joke guy, but I've got a couple of friends who are amazing at it.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah, tell
a joke day.
Tell a joke. Do you have just anything come to mind? I know you do stand up, John, but you don't.
Yeah.
But you don't tell jokes,
I
right?
really
There's a
don't tell
difference.
jokes, no.
I know some.
Well,
None that can be told on the air.
Wait. Heidi's just put up her hand.
Oh, my goodness.
Somehow I'm completely intrigued.
And I am very nervous.
Yeah, let it rip, potato chip.
I don't think any of my jokes can be on the radio.
Oh, see, yeah, you got to premise it. Yeah.
I don't know if there's enough bleeping in the world to take care of what she would do to this, so it's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, so if you know somebody who's got a penchant for that, man, let it fly. National Tell a Joke Day. Who's celebrating birthdays today? Michael Scott from The Office, Steve Carell.
God, I've always loved him.
Yeah.
60. Yeah, I've
First
never
saw him on The Daily Show.
I've never seen him in anything where
We don't just love him. I mean, he's
Yeah.
just such a nice, likable guy.
I completely forgot about the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin, and there was just a clip shared.
That was funny. That was.
And
a
it was
good
a
movie.
clip of him. It was so funny. I laughed. I'm like, I got to watch that again because I completely forgot that
Well,
movie.
but here's the thing. Say, in The Office, the character of Michael Scott was really kind of a horrible human being.
Yeah, but you just loved
But
him anyway.
still,
Still,
you know, it's like, all right, whatever. Steve is 60 today. My favorite Robertson brother, when I say Robertsons, I'm talking, of course, about the Duck Dynasty clan out of Louisiana, Jace Robertson.
I always liked Jace, too.
He's 53. Yeah, the middle brother, you had Willie, who was kind of in charge.
Had him on the program, both of them.
You had the younger brother, Jeff, whatever. But Jace, man, he just had a way of, weaseling his way out of everything to just go fishing or hunting or screwing around.
Pretty much.
He had a knack.
He's a middle child. That's the way we do it.
Middle child. And, ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Bay City, Michigan, Madonna. Madonna is 64 today.
She doesn't look a day over 93.
She's looking a little haggard, John.
She really is.
A little haggard.
I shouldn't have said that. That was not nice at all. And, in her defense, I'm sure the paparazzi is just looking for opportunities to find her not looking great. So I take back my terrible comment.
Okay, she's just 64. She's 1 year away from jumping on Medicare.
Oh, there you go.
So maybe she can address some of those physical things she's dealing with, John. Anybody up for a little dramatic reading from Madonna's birthday today?
Quite on the set. Dan's going to read.
This is the one that made her famous. One that made her a household name. I was beat. Incomplete. I'd been had, I was sad and blue. But you made me feel, you made me feel shiny and new. Woo. Like a virgin. Touched for the very first time, like a virgin. When your heart beats next to mine.
Woo!
Thank you.
Ringtone going to be available in about 15 minutes.
Appreciate that very much. Historically speaking, start out with a kind of a bummer here. I got punched in the face this day because of this. 1977, Elvis Presley, king of rock and roll, dies of a heart attack.
Why'd you get punched in the face because he died of a heart attack?
I know, right? One would think coincidence. No, not at all. It directly had to do with that.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what we're talking about.
My older brother, Oogie Boogie, was a huge Elvis fan. Just loved that stuff. Back at the time, I was not.
Right.
I felt strongly that he basically made his bones on the backs of black musicians. Which I was hugely into. I was a Motown guy. My brother was an AM top 40 guy. Okay. Anyway, so there was Elvis. I get the news. Well, my brother's actually down in the garage wrenching on his GTO, right? Which is a Pontiac, by the way, John.
I knew that.
So I come, drapes down, I'm in the garage, and he's actually on a creeper under his car. And I go, yo, Oogs, your girlfriend just died.
What?
That's what he said. He came climbing up from under the car. He goes, what are you talking about? So turn on the radio, man. Yeah, your girlfriend just Elvis is dead, right? And he punched me in the face.
Wow. That's the way a brother tells you that he loves you.
Like somehow I had anything to do with any of this.
Wow. He did not take the news well.
No, he had kind of a short fuse. It was 1898. The patent for the Loop roller coaster is awarded to American inventor Edwin Prescott.
Nice.
First one would be installed in Coney Island, New York. That first loop roller coaster could only carry 4 people at a time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And there were no height restrictions like we have now.
There's no way I would have been the first one to jump on something like that.
No, me neither. It's like, look at it rigged up. I'm like, this doesn't look safe. No, it's fine. Hop in here. There's room for 4 of us. I'm like, you go ahead and do it yourself on the first roll.
We'll see it when you come back.
Maybe after.
Yeah, it's always those first things. You always wonder, all right, who is the stooge that had to climb on board, right?
Yeah.
And finally, it was 1954. Sports fans, 1954. Holy cow. First issue of Sports Illustrated magazine is released. That started out as a weekly publication. And, of course, went to a monthly, 1954.
And it used to have a swimming suit issue with females.
That's
was nice.
interesting you should bring that up. Of course, the first cover, Tom Brady was on the cover.
On the first issue. I see what you did there.
For a swimsuit issue, the models tended to be larger and a little hairier, but at least they were biologically female.
This is true.
All right. Well, I know. You know. We all know. We just
Dan's going to kill me.
bounce forward here.
I'm fine.
You all right?
No, don't worry. I'm fine.
Heimlich aisle 3.
All right. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many of our guests. This year, we have more icons and more fun. Culture Club, The Cult, Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Graham, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort in Cancun, Mexico. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with Joe Gatto. Joe, how you doing, man?
Hey, John, how's it going, buddy?
Good. We're excited to have you back in the Sioux Falls area. You're going to be at the Washington Pavilion on October 1st. You got to just get an apartment here. You're here all the time, man.
I was gonna ask, can I crash on your couch?
You can. Yeah, you can stay at our place. It's not a big deal. No, this is really cool. The show that you're going to do at the Washington Pavilion, let's talk about what this show is. And if people have not seen you, they got to come check it out. But let's talk about what the show is going to be.
Oh, for sure. It's my Joe Gatto's Night of Comedy, where I come and do my stand-up tour. And I come with a couple friends of mine to make you laugh. And then I come out and do an hour set of comedy. And it's been really fun to take this all over the country and be in front of the fans and make everybody laugh. It's, especially during these crazy times, it's really fun to be able to do that.
Absolutely. Now, I've seen several Joe Gatto performances. A lot of folks know you from the Impractical Jokers. I had a chance to see you with the Tenderloins tour with that same group, and then we saw Joe Gatto Traffic Cam live at Grand Falls Casino not too long ago, and that was awesome. Every time we see you, it's something a little bit different. How in the world do you keep all this stuff straight?
My mind is a crazy rat nest up there. No, I mean, the stand-up show is now I've developed this, which has been really fun because it gets to show me 100% of me. When I toured with the guys, I was only 25% of the funny, right? I was up there with 4 of them, so I just did my part. But now we up there for an hour. I get to, it's been fun to tell stories all about me, stories about my life growing up, stories, of course, about the show and what that was like for me, and then parenthood, being a dad and about my dogs and whatnot. So it's been really great to get in front of fans in this way, and I'm really enjoying this night of comedy.
That is awesome. And we had a chance to chat a couple years ago. You put out a book, and we talked when you did that, The Dog Father, and that book has done pretty well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It's it's still there on Amazon. It's still ticking away, which is great, and it's to help with the rescue efforts of adopting and not shopping that I try to promote out here in New York and wherever I am.
And again, the show in Sioux Falls is coming up on October 1st, but I'm looking right now on the list. You're going to be in Omaha, you're going to be in Fargo, you're going to be, kind of in other areas too. So if somebody listening maybe is from a different area, I'm going to throw a link to the schedule, but they can find it at cannoliproductions.com. Is that you? Are you Cannoli Productions?
That's me. That's my production company. You can also find it at JoeGattoOfficial.com if that's a little bit easier. But Cannoli Productions is my production company, and it's named after my favorite dessert and my first dog.
That is awesome. Now, I got to tell you, I shouldn't probably even admit this to you if that's your favorite dessert. dessert. I had never had cannoli in my entire life up until 2 years ago. And my son was watching
there you go.
No, my son was watching The Sopranos, and he's like, "We gotta go try some cannoli." And now I love it.
There you go. It changes your life. Glad you jumped in.
Absolutely. So again, in the Sioux Falls area is coming up on October 1st. And if folks would like to get tickets, like I said, I'll give them the information on how to do that. What is up next for Joe Gatto? Do you have, after the tour, you got plans, or are there other things that are in the works right now?
Yeah, there's always stuff in the works. I've got, I do my podcast called Two Cool Moms with my comedian friend Steve Byrne, who I've known for, a decade now. He actually opened for the Jokers when we played over in London. Really good comic friend of mine I know for years. And it's based on him and I, we both had really cool moms that gave great maternal advice, and we feel like we have inherited that. So we spend the first half of the podcast telling stories about our mother, and then we answer fan-submitted questions and queries about the dilemmas they're dealing with and give our best momly advice. And that's been going really well. It's been really fun. And then just working on some scripts and kids' book, and, this creativity never stops. So it's been an interesting ride for sure.
Well, I think it's fantastic. We look forward to seeing you on October 1st in Sioux Falls. And if you've got other fun stuff to chat about, reach out again. We'd love to talk again.
Oh, you're the best. Thanks so much for the support all the time. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. When you get to town, I'll have my sofa ready for you. It'll be all ready to go.
There you go. Good. I appreciate that. A comfortable blankie, too.
Nice. I'll do it. All right. Thanks, Joe. Again, Joe Gatto. He's going to be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota at the Washington Pavilion October 1st of this year. If you'd like tickets, if you'd like to do a meet and greet, any of the information, you can find it at cannoliproductions.com. I'll throw a link at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
If you watch the news, you've probably heard about interest rate hikes and other financial factors that could make you a bit nervous. At bettercreditcards.com, we continue our commitment to help you get a better credit card. On the website, bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
What do you find interesting, Mr. Dan Ferris?
Well, I tripped over this little article, and it has to do with South Dakota and the fact that really, for the most part, when you think, like California or New York, Florida, or whatever, they almost seem to be in national news all the time.
Oh, yeah.
For whatever. Say it gets a little chilly in Florida, maybe an orange freezes. Whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
news alert.
Get some sweaters and them oranges.
Of course, every now and again, we get some coverage for like Sturgis.
Oh,
which is
yeah.
nice. And of course, Mount Rushmore on occasion, whatever. But there are some things that South Dakota has given the world that are really, I didn't know.
Oh,
maybe one or two of these I did. Got a list of 5 of them here, and I was going through the list going, I guess I was not aware of that.
Huh.
So-
I'm ready for the list. I'm excited.
Do you know what a cyclotron is?
A cyclotron.
It's a type of particle accelerator.
I was thinking it was the bad guy from RoboCop.
No, it's a big deal. It's used in physics experiments. You discover plutonium,
Oh, wow.
Oh.
other fantastic elements. Has been huge in cancer treatment and
Nice.
research.
Oh.
The guy who invented this bad boy,
Yeah.
Ernest O. Lawrence. He's out of Canton, South Dakota.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay.
Ernie!
They should have a celebration for him every year.
They would. Well, Canton has, I don't know.
They should. Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Let's see. What else?
Cellartron days.
All right, everybody's familiar with this, and I guess you can kind of argue the point, but South Dakota can take credit for Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But so could Minnesota.
The author Laura Ingalls Wilder grew up in, and you guys were just
Desmet.
there. in
DeSmet. Yes,
DeSmet.
we were. Just,
Yeah,
over
my
the
only
weekend.
connection to DeSmet, August 2015, an elderly woman from DeSmet visiting Sioux Falls ran a light and hit my car.
That's right. You've been hit a lot, by the way.
2 different women running red lights.
Yeah.
And it took them 2 attempts, but finally the Mustang has been destroyed. It now belongs to
Did
Shannon
she hit the
Nordstrom.
Mustang, too?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Not kidding.
That Mustang has been hit 3 times then. Mm-hmm. Holy
Yeah, the resale value kept going down. I do have to give a lot of credit to Jeremy Anderson and the Kurt Anderson
Oh,
Collision
for sure.
Center.
They kept
Keeping it
that
on the
thing
road.
looking mint.
They
man.
kept
Well,
that thing pristine.
Yep.
It looked fantastic right up until that last
Right up
incident.
until about a month ago, where God finally said, you and that car need to stop.
Oh, we felt so bad for you that day.
It was a rough day. And we just talked about this a week or so ago. South Dakota, of course, the most famous T-Rex probably in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Named Sue.
Sue.
Yeah.
Yep, discovered near Faith, South Dakota. That thing is a little better than 90% intact, which
That's
is
nice.
insane.
Yeah, that's really cool.
The finest T-Rex in the world. Lives in Chicago now, by the way, in
Nice.
case you want to go pay a visit. And let's see, what else? Black Hills Gold Jewelry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where else are you going to get it?
From
Favorite?
Black Hills Gold, baby.
It's a big favorite. People with like fingers and wrists and stuff.
Yeah, most of them, but not all. Yes.
Earlobes. Actually, Black Hills Gold Jewelry was first produced by a guy named Henry LeBeau. Started in the 1870s.
Oh, wow.
With some stylized leaves and grape clusters and vines. And,
Yeah.
It's got a real unique look to it.
Okay.
It really does.
Modern hot air balloons.
Really? They're from South Dakota?
In the 50s.
I had no idea.
Raven Industries created
That's-
the first modern hot air.
That's
How cool
right
is
here.
that?
That is right
We
here,
should have
John.
a celebration every year.
See, I was somewhat aware of this. Because, for
Yeah.
instance, Raven, whatever, blah, 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 does, the balloons for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade.
Yeah, I knew
those-
that.
Yeah, they've been
Yeah.
involved in this stuff for a long time.
Huh.
But, yeah, gave
What do
the
you think,
world the
guys?
modern hot air balloon.
Should
They should be really bragging about that more
We
than
should
One
reach
would
out
think.
to them and let them know that. I wonder if they know that.
Raven just sold.
I didn't
it's
know
new.
that. They did?
It was
Yeah.
different, like they divided or something.
So then they really can't take the credit because
Oh,
it
they
wasn't
sure
them.
can.
It
They
was the
bought the
original.
legacy.
Something's going on.
I like that. We should get a Sunny Radio hot air balloon.
So, there you go. Have you ever been?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I've been up twice. Crashed once, which was phenomenal.
I did too. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, we were over, Lake Elvin, and our pilot, Kay West, I can say it because I don't think she lives in town anymore. Kay, if you do, sorry, it really wasn't your fault. But I was up with ex-radio partner Craig Maddock,
Yeah.
and it was old. It was the advent of cellular phones, and we're actually broadcasting from this hot air balloon.
Oh, yeah.
But it was old technology, big bag phone type deal.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And we're coming in a little hot, apparently, because Kay says, okay, don't be alarmed, but I'm going to try to kind of drag the basket into these trees to slow us down a little bit. I'm like, hey, whatever, And we are live
Don't be alarmed.
on the air. Well, we
That's
hit
what you wanna hear.
it hard enough. The basket went over, the cell stuff went flying, and while we were live, so all of a sudden what you hear is, hey, Dan and Craig, blah, blah, blah. The people back at the studio literally thought there was no way they could contact us.
It's like, well, we'll try to reach out to them later.
And we're basically laying on a muddy bank laughing because, we're alive, number one. But by the time we got back to the studio, it was a good 2.5 hours later. We were walking in the building, and honest to goodness, people were seeing ghosts because there had been no contact.
They'd already
then. Yeah, it was
submitted
pretty
your
funny.
obituaries and...
Oh, yeah, somebody else is already after my job. Yeah. Dave Roberts, you know who you are.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, that's so there's just some things that
Some really cool things.
that
And
South Dakota can take
Chislik
credit for.
did not
that,
make the list?
That is not on there.
It should be on there. That's
It
what
should
we're known
be.
For. Every time somebody visits South Dakota, we have to make sure they get some Chislik, and then they can maybe take...
You have to make sure they get some
I
chisel.
do. I always do.
Okay, the Chislik. Have you ever heard of that anywhere else?
No.
I have
'Cause
I
have
had
not
never
either.
heard of
It's
it till I
nowhere
moved
else.
here.
I had never heard
It
of
is a
it
South
until
Dakota
I
thing?
moved here, and I've
Yeah.
been in a lot of other states. I've never seen it on a menu. I've
Try to
never
order
mentioned-
it. Just cross the border like 30 minutes and try to order
Yeah.
it. They look at you like you're speaking gibberish.
Yeah. Mhm.
They don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, because I think I had just gotten into town in the summer of '87. Came to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And I got brought out to lunch. A place called First Edition on 41st Street.
Yeah.
Pretty nice bar restaurant. And so with a couple guys. And I was like, why don't you just bring us a couple orders of Chislik? And I started laughing. What? I said,
What the heck did you just order?
I have no idea what we're even talking about. Because I didn't. But yeah, I became a big fan. Love that stuff.
Me too. It is good stuff. Well, Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Hey, thanks for letting me.
And
Appreciate
also,
it, guys.
thank you for bring me a gift. This is the coolest thing ever.
Oh,
You
yeah,
brought
I
me
gifted you.
a Walkman that's like a little Beetle Walkman. It's cool. It's really neat. Thank you so much.
Not a Beetle musician.
No,
it's
like a
Beetle,
Volkswagen
the automobile. Volkswagen, yeah.
And a little
Mini file cabinet.
for business cards. I'm like, Dan's birthday is this week, and he's buying me gifts. Well, that's pretty cool.
No, I'm downsizing the house. I'm getting rid of a bunch of stuff, and I
Yeah.
found those things. I thought,
It's like, here's some weird stuff.
John
I
might
bet
like
John
it.
would like it. And you were right.
because apparently they've been in a bag for about 30 years,
That's
and
neat stuff.
I don't use them. So
It's very, very cool. Well, thank you very much for all of
Hey,
that.
my pleasure, man.
And thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
While other wireless companies raise their prices, Mint Mobile has taken a different approach. You can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Let's say that again so you hear it right. $15 a month for unlimited premium wireless. Why would we do that? Because we can. If you're paying too much for your wireless phone, it's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, August 16th, 2022. Equity markets began the week in the green and moved up in Monday trading. The S&P 500 gained about 0.5% at the high of the day and will probably move higher in the near term. The move is driven by the weaker than expected CPI data last week, but investors are warned not to put too much faith in the rally. The rally is still a bear market rally and one that will result in another sell-off in the not too distant future. The question that needs to be answered is if the next sell-off will result in a clear buy signal that is confirmed by economic data and the outlook for earnings, or if the market will move down to another new low. The big news this week will be the retail sales figures Wednesday. The economists are expecting a gain of only 0.1% versus the prior month, which was tepid at best and optimistic at worst. A weak figure may not send the market into a tailspin, but it will help set up the next decline. A series of weak economic reports could put an end to the market's optimism, and there are other reports due out this week. You can get the inside track at marketbeatminute.com.